Biafra, superstars, media.
My fellow Biafrans, I have come to you today to update you on the sad situation and occurrences happening to the people of Biafra. My fellow Biafrans, we just declared a nation on the 29th of November 2024, but sadly the enemy has come. We now have two parallel governments running the affairs of Biafra. Biafra has been split into two, with two different camps vying for position and trying to juxtapose the reason why we should lean towards them. My fellow Biafrans, at this date, today being the eve of Christmas, 24th of December, to be more precise, I want you to know that something happened last night while the Biafrans were sleeping. The man they call Oge Nkere and his cabinet, they chose to run a parallel government. They did their own election, and Oge was crowned as the acting prime minister of Biafra. At this point, I would like to play for you all to hear what happened or transpired last night while Biafrans were sleeping all across the world. Something happened exactly about 10 hours ago. My fellow Biafrans, let us watch this. Then I'll come back to expose to you when I saw this coming. I saw it from a mile away. I saw this brewing since the 2nd of December. At this point, let me play you what transpired last night while so many Biafrans were sleeping. Watch this.
AKA Oge Nkere, we obey faithfully the letters of the laws of nation as stipulated in the Biafran Charter, the Declaration. I pledge to ensure that one, BDF and BRF are able to defend Biafrans and liberate our land from the occupying forces. Two, set the wheels in motion for international recognition of Biafra. Three, to make good faith effort to ensure unity among Biafrans. Four, as set out in the CRC guidelines, and which says to function as the acting prime minister the moment our prime minister is available and active on duty as the PM of the United States of Biafra. On this day, I call all Biafrans to unite.
Oh, Biafrans!
Because we as a people are facing existential threat and enormous challenges. We need to come together with our BDF and BRF as we fight to liberate our land and free ourselves. May God bless the BDF, BRF, and all Biafran citizens. Sincerely, from Honorable Oge Nkere. May God also bless the United States of America. This communication will be sent to all parties necessary, especially our attorneys and the attorney of our Prime Minister. Thank you, fellow Biafrans. Greeting from here. I will serve to the best of my knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Onaga. Yes.
Hold it there, my people. What you just heard is the vote of thanks given by Oge Nkere as he assumed the position of an acting prime minister. And what you're hearing is the caricature being done towards the end of that vote of thanks. The video you are seeing here was placed or juxtaposed by the one they call Pastor Vam Vam Vam. And the voice you're hearing in the background is the voice of Pastor Vam Vam Vam. Let's continue.
If a crew can yes, on acting on your behalf. If a crew can Akonaga, onaga of Mosmo. If a crew can onaga of ma.
Listen. Now hold it there. That's the caricature they were doing a mashup of the voice of Prime Minister during the last convention we had, or the first convention in 2023, where he was speaking with the then financial minister. My dear friends, you see, while this was going on, I foresee it, or I foresaw it. I saw something brewing on the 2nd of December. The speech you're about to hear is a speech that was done by Oge Nkere on the 2nd of December. Few days after Dr. Ngozi ORABUEZE declared Biafra on the 29th of November. At this point, I was troubled. At this point, I was worried for Obatobie because I could see that the enemy was coming all the way from within us, within the government, within the cabinet, and some of the politicians from the southeast. What you're about to listen to will show you a man speaking, the one they call Mr. Acting Prime Minister. You will hear him speak at the podium, on stage, and also subliminally disrespect, insult the declaration made by Dr. Ngozi ORABUEZE on the 29th of November. Biafrans and well-wishers of Biafra, the friends of Biafra, I beg you to please lend me your ears. Listen to the speech done on the 2nd of December. You and I can tell, or should be able to tell, that there was something brewing. Something was cooking. And I could see it in the open after I listened to this speech. Listen.
My boss, my prime minister, I respect him, I owe him for his word. My boss has been campaigning for about a year, and his word must stand. We start this journey since the 29th of November. And this building is where history we make history, and we stand by it. That's it. The journey that started on the 29th is in preparation for history of my boss. When my boss said, he know the day Biafra will. My boss said, he know the day Biafra will. And what is the day?
Listen, listen.
Government, they tried to bully us, and we bully them. They tried to make us shake, and we shake them. And we trick them, and we do them 419. And we do them April Fool. Biafra, Biafra, we do this to April Fool. We fool this to my boss, my prime minister. He said December 2nd, Biafra will be restored.
Listen.
Biafra will be what? On behalf of my prime minister and the Biafra have recorded percent of over 68 million votes that give us legitimacy to declare Biafra on the 2nd of December. Biafra is to declare on the 2nd of December.
Hold it there. What you're about to hear, or what you're listening to, is the beginning of the shift within the government. You would hear someone speaking about declaring Biafra on the 2nd of December, when Biafra was already declared on the 29th of November. And also you will hear him throw a jibe at Dr. Ngozi ORABUEZE for declaring Biafra on the 29th of November. Please pay attention. The next few minutes will reveal to you what is really happening in the Biafra government. Pay attention and listen. Please listen. Lend me your ears.
The date must not be changed. The date must not be moved.
The date must not be changed. The date must not be moved. When I heard this on stage, I knew there was a problem. Keep on listening.
We are unshakable. We are untouchable. We stand where we are. Our plan is our plan. December 2nd, Biafra is declared.
December 2nd, Biafra will be declared. The date cannot be changed. It means what was declared on the 29th of November was null and void, according to him. According to then the financial minister. The finance minister was speaking this way. His boss declared Biafra on the 29th of November, based on the information we were getting. But suddenly, here he is saying the date of the declaration of Biafra cannot be changed. It cannot be moved. That we must revert back to the 2nd of December. Live on stage, in the same conference we were having, this was going on. Let's take it back. Listen. Listen.
Biafra will be what? On behalf of my prime minister and the Biafra have recorded percent of over 68 million votes that give us legitimacy to declare Biafra on the 2nd of December. Biafra is to declare on the 2nd of December. The date must not be changed. The date must not be moved. We are unshakable. We are untouchable. We stand where we are. Our plan is our plan. December 2nd, Biafra is declared. Our leader, my boss, said he knows today Biafra will come. Join this struggle. Biafra will come. You can shake us. You can bully us. December 2nd, mark your calendar. That is the day Ogam Sina Biafra Gabia. my boss put the date and said, Mazioki, August, that date is not movable, it's not shakeable. From the 29th, we start the redeclaration process. We read everything necessary. We prepare for this day. Today, December the 2nd, mark your calendar. Biafra is restored. And please, when you sign your name, only the signature, United States, UN, not going to validate it. Put your name, sign, and date. I have been in the United States Congress. I have met with the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, and I told Mike Johnson, the number 3 ranking in the world, I said, Mike, I'm going to Finland. We Biafrans are going to Finland to declare Biafra on December the 2nd. What do you think if I go to Washington tomorrow and tell them the date changed? We are not movable. December the 2nd, Biafra is here restored.
Of Biafra.
Hold it there. What you heard there was him saying the story about meeting a senior congressman in America, promising him that the date of Biafra being redeclared will be on the 2nd of December 2024. Hence, there is no way the date could be changed. So what he did is to try to make a mockery of the actual date that Biafra was declared on the day of that convention. And he also said, while signing your name on the date of the declaration, you should change the date from the 29th of November to the 2nd of December. And the crowd went bizarre. There was joy and jubilation everywhere. Not understanding the meaning behind what he was saying. He was trying to make sure that the declaration, the official declaration, was null and void. And as we speak, they have now declared him as the acting prime minister. Mr. Acting Prime Minister Oge Nkere. My fellow Biafrans, as the saying goes, sometimes you cannot throw away the baby and the bathwater. There is a saying that when 2 elephants fight, it is the grass that suffers. When the Biafrans fight in this point, the opposite is the case. When we, the Biafrans, go through this squabble in the public, the Fulani cabal and the oligarchs, they rejoice. They say, yes, the money they invested is now working. They said, yes, the promise of Simon Ekpa that said he will make the money they used to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu to be useless. In the 11th hour, the money is now valid and valuable because somehow those they have inside the government of Simon Ekpa have succeeded in creating a commotion, misunderstanding, a conflict, and crisis. Fellow Biafrans, there is crisis in the government of Biafra. There is crisis in the new redeclared nation of Biafra. So at this point, what we need to apply is wisdom. There is no need trying to throw away the baby and the bathwater, like I said. So at this point, I will apply the crisis management strategy in this one. I just give thanks that Obatobie is not in Nigeria. I give thanks that Obatobie is not dead. I give thanks that Obatobie is still based in Finland. And I have confidence in the Finnish government. I know they will do what is right. I know soon and very soon our Obatobie will be free to rejoin us and solve this problem. I kept on quoting, that when a handshake goes beyond the elbow, it has turned to a wrestle match. At this point, with the Biafrans, all we have to do is apply wisdom and remain calm. Because if you support a particular group, there is still conflict in the house. So the best way to go is to apply the wisdom of King Solomon and the baby. We all heard about the story of King Solomon, where two women came forward and there was issue about the child that was slaughtered and the other one was alive. To be more precise, I am quoting from the First Kings, the books of First Kings, chapter 3, verses 16 to 28, where King Solomon was met with a unique situation. Oh my God. I have to go spiritual on this one, my Lord. I have to go spiritual. I have to quote the scripture on this one. King Solomon was met with a peculiar situation, something unique. Two women, they gave birth, probably on the same timeline. They both had male child, each. They were staying in the same room, but suddenly in the night, while those two kids were playing, you guys did not get the full story. While those two kids were playing, they were identical. They were dressed the same way. One of them was smothered. I repeat, those two children, they were left unattended. Lord have mercy. Lord, guard my tongue. Guard my tongue. Give me wisdom in this one, Lord, please. I beg of you. Lord, give me the wisdom of King Solomon. I beg of you. While they were playing, those two kids, it got to a stage where they both went to rest in the same place. But while they were resting, one of them was suffocated. To smother means to suffocate, to prevent air, or to have been choked out. One of them died in the process. When the two mothers came back to take their children, they saw that one was dead and the other one was alive. Their friendship became divided. The house where those two kids were placed became divided. And they went to King Solomon with arguments that saying they were the mother of the living child. Both women having that problem. And what King Solomon did in the process was to go along with the script. If both parties are saying they are the owner of this child that is living, and during those days there was nothing like a DNA or whatever, the only way to solve the problem was to split that child into two. Since there is no other way to prove who is loyal to Nnamdi Kanu, who is loyal to Simon Ekpa, since there is no way to prove the real enemy from within, I say at this point, just like King Solomon said, where he declared that the living child should also be splitted into two. And in the process, one of the mothers cried out and begged for King Solomon and his soldier to please shield their sword. She begged and cried out, "Give the baby to the other woman. That baby must live. But I am confident when that child grows up to be an adult, when that child grows up to become somebody who can make a decision for themselves, they will hear about their story. They will hear what transpired while they were young, and they will come with the right judgment to choose their real mother." I say all that to say this. Biafrans, we cannot keep on fighting ourselves. The enemy has a big one on us. They have one on us. The Fulani cabal, those you said they don't go to school, those you said they are the least educated in that zoo called Nigeria, those you said they drink the urine of cow, they shower with the breast of cow, they suck the breast of the cow, as you said. Those you insult that they drink the blood of cow, that they are the least educated. But somehow, with the acquisition of the dollars gotten from the proceeds, the revenue from the crude oil from Biafra land, they have succeeded in creating a problem in the house of Biafra to a level where the only person that can solve this problem is Obatobia himself. My people, like in the story in the Bible, 1 Kings chapter 3, where King Solomon had to take a brave or make a brave decision. I call upon you to be careful and pray that Simon Ekpa join us very soon. For me, I would say going forward, let us stick together. Those that know the right, continue to support the right and allow the other side to do what they are doing. I am confident that when Obatobia is back with us, this problem will be solved. If Obatobia, if he returns and says, we are wrong for supporting Dr. Ngozi ORABUEZE, I'll be the first to come out in the public to apologize to the other party. But at this point, I am remaining focused with my own judgment. I will continue to support the government of Dr. Ngozi ORABUEZE, because from all ramifications with the structure placed on the ground, nobody can call for a conflict resolution council meeting without the assent, the signature, the go-ahead of the chief of staff. It is never done. I've never seen in my life, I have never read in any book where a minister can create their own government. A minister with a portfolio, a minister designated to a particular department of finance, although that is sometimes the most lucrative department because you are dealing with money, the inflow and outflow of money. It's a strange one. But like I said, I will not throw away the baby and the bathwater. At this point, I say to your tent, O Israel, those who are for Dr. Ngozi ORABUEZE, continue to support her. And those who believe in what Oge Nkere, Pastor Vam Vam Vam, Biafra Unite, our brother Ekpa, and the rest of them, those that believe in their government, continue to follow their government. But tell them to be careful. Let them maintain their lane. And let us maintain our own lane until Obatobia is back amongst us. My people, this is the only way we can be able to stabilize the sailing ship and make sure the enemy don't come and destroy us. Because the caliphate, they have vowed to destroy Biafra. It was no mistake that in the so-called dying dates, the 11th hour of we going for the convention, Finland of all people came and invited Simon Ekpa. If you think that was a mistake, then I'm sorry, you are wrong. All I want to say is, please, going forward, Maintain the peace. Let there be peace. If the other party are doing their fundraising or whatever they are doing, let them be. As for me and my people, me and the Biafrans who support Dr. Ngozi ORABUEZE, we must continue. We must remain focused. Keep our eyes on the rising sun. We know the enemy, and we must protect the people of Biafra. Do not allow the enemies of Biafra to win against us due to this in-house fighting. In most cases, when family fight in the homes, in the private, when they come outside, they pretend as if everything is fine. We know there's a problem. We know the enemies from within have come to destroy what we are doing. But in the 11th hour, at a time like this, we must call for peace. We must call for peace amongst both parties. And we, the people of Biafra, that are not in the government, that are not in the cabinet, all we can do is support the party we believe in until the coming of Obatobie. My fellow Biafrans, that's all I have for you today. I will have to apply this wisdom of King Solomon, because somebody called me and told me the cabal you are working with, they are devil. The Nigerian you see, they are devils. They will not stop until they destroy Biafra. And the way I've seen the way these guys they are rolling, it is clear that the cabal have exchanged money in order to stop this thing we call Biafra. It is clear that the cabal, they have spoken to Finland to please hold on to Simon Ekpa as much as they can in order to do what they are doing. So the only way we can deal with the Fulani cabal and slow down the efforts of the enemies from within is for us to shield our sword, stop the infighting, and focus on the goal, the task that must be done. It is time to separate the chaff from the wheat, separate the real from the fake. And the only way we can do it, because it is an in-house fighting, we must do it with love, we must do it with respect, we must do it with peace and wisdom, because we know Obatobie will be out very, very soon. This fighting will be dangerous, because when Biafrans fight, it's a very, very dangerous one. Because we have the brain, we have the strength, we have the might to go toe to toe, sword for sword, against each other. The only victor in this situation will be the Fulani cabal. The only victor in this situation will be those that love one Nigeria. The only victor in this situation will be those that are scared of the Biafrans living that thing they called Nigeria. The only victor in this one will be those who somehow still believe in politics in the so-called Southeast. The only victors will be those who are enjoying the fringe benefits, being in position like this in the government while they are making money, fattening their cows, their pockets, their bank accounts, and the rest of them. They will be the ones celebrating and jubilating that we are fighting. So to apply wisdom, my Biafrans, I say to your tent, O Israel, to your tent, O Biafra. Those who believe in Dr. Ngozi ORABUEZE should continue to support her zealously. And those who are doing what they are doing with Oge Nkere should continue with their work. But when the master is home, we shall give account of our stewardship. When Simon Ekpa is home, we all the Biafrans, those in the government, those that Simon Ekpa placed in ministerial positions, those that Simon Ekpa gave the blueprint, they must give account of their stewardship. Thank you very much, my Biafrans, and may God bless you. From me, from here, For now, I just want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. My Biafrans, remain focused, and keep your eyes on the rising sun. Thank you, and God bless.
Enwere otu chi m si emife ya, enwere otu eluigwe si emife ya. Hey, ya agbanwe ọkwa ya bụ anya ndụ ahụ ụzọ ọkwa ya kwuru okwu o were mee ya mere mkpụrụ dị jụụ oge gị ka mma Chinene mma o ọ bụ inwere otu isi n'ife gị inwere otu isi bụ agha gị inwere otu isi arụ ọrụ gị inwere otu isi enyife ọkwa gị agbanwe o ọkwa gị agbanwe otu a ka ọ dị.